What was your first impression of Uganda like when you're coming?
It's so green.
It's so greener in Uganda.
It's so green. Yeah. It's like not a lot of infrastructure. It's so green.
How long have you been in Uganda, or what was your first impression when you visit Uganda?
I came to Uganda coming up to a week now on Sunday, and my first impression of Uganda, amazed.
It was amazing.
Amazed. First was the nature.
The nature of Uganda.
From the airport, obviously coming to Kampala, I saw Lake Victoria. So the nature.
The nature, yeah.
But one thing that strikes me the most here in Uganda is the people. People are very calm.
Have you ever wondered what it's like living in Uganda as a foreigner? In this video, I'm going to interview different people from different African countries, ask them their first impression of Uganda and life in Uganda. As someone from Angola, you say you was born in Angola.
Yeah, so
how did you get to know about Uganda?
So I was born in Angola and grew up in London, but on my mom's side, I've also got some connections here in Uganda. I've also got some connections here in Uganda. So, but obviously, Uganda as a country, everybody knows Uganda, you know. So as a country, so I've got a lot of friends in London that are Ugandans. Even though
Ugandan friends.
Got a lot of Ugandan friends, even though most of the family that I grew up with are on the Angolan side. But yeah, coming here allowed me to kind of reconnect with some of my Ugandan relatives as well. So yeah.
Okay, maybe like what was your thought before coming to Uganda? What was specific like in your mind?
I've always, based on my experience in London, I've always known that Ugandan people, in terms of people or the country?
In terms of people and the country itself.
Ugandans that I was friends with in London, very friendly people.
Very friendly.
Whether guys or girls, very friendly. But most of all, very mellow people. Very mellow people, without a doubt. So being friends with obviously Ugandan people in London already gave me an insight of how the actual Ugandan people are. And coming here, it was no disappointment. It was basically the same thing.
From Kenya, what's your first impression of Uganda?
My first impression is that country is so beautiful. It's green, especially when you're coming all the way from Jinja. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And also, I found people here are selfless and they are loving people.
They're loving people?
Yes.
Compared to Kenya, how is it?
Compared to Kenya, maybe I'm used to the Kenyan hospitality, and then now I forget how it is. Now when I come to another country and experience that hospitality, I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is beautiful. And also maybe when you talk about the first impression, that is like the traffic thing.
The traffic thing.
The traffic is a little bit chaotic at some point, I may say so. There are multiple ways that you can come to Uganda. You can either come with a bus or a flight. It depends on your budget. But because I'm a budget traveler, I just decided to take the bus.
Okay, and which one do you think is okay with travelers?
With travelers, also that depends on your pocket, because there are so many nice buses like Trinity, maybe Dreamline, Mashpoa, but the popular one that Ugandans take, or people who are traveling between Kenya and Uganda, most of them they do Mashpoa.
Mashpoa?
Yeah.
Okay. What I can say, Ugandan schools are more, though I have seen it, Ugandan schools are more united and have more high school experience according to friendship and love and education and studies and all that. Then for Kenya, to be honest, it's kind of confusing because they introduce one thing like CBD, or like what, junior secondary. Then they go on and make the buses yellow. It's something nice, but then it's confusing and it kind of puts the student in a different kind of dilemma. Yeah.
Okay. And what is your last time travel to Kenya?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. You was in Kenya?
Yeah, I was in Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how did you see Kenya, by the way?
It was okay because we went home. Home is Kakamega. Yeah. Okay. So we went there and we were building our house, so it was kind of the same still. Yeah.
And you are planning to live in Uganda the whole life, or you are planning to go back in Kenya?
For me, I've settled in Uganda and I would like to stay here, but I don't see my future in Uganda. I see it maybe back in Kenya.
Back in Kenya. Why?
because my whole family is that side. It's just my immediate siblings this side with my parents. And in Uganda, languages are okay.
A bit confused.
There are very many, and they don't know whether they want English as their language, or Swahili or Luganda. So at least Kenya tunajua where it is.
But which language can you speak better in Uganda?
It's English.
English.
I'm perfect in English, then Swahili, then Luganda.
And Luganda.
Yeah, then my mother tongue, Kiluya.
Okay. Can you speak some Luganda?
Forgive the accent.
Yeah, okay.
Naye mbadde somera wano Makerere nga mbadde ngenda kufuna taxi yange kugenda waka n'emmere ate nebake.
Yeah, that was my first impression at the border.
That was first impression. Which places do you like visited so far here in Uganda?
Probably I've been to Kampala.
Kampala.
Like, honestly speaking, yeah. And also I've been into the islands of Uganda, inside the Lake Victoria. So far we explored, I think, 4 islands. Kimi Islands. I've been to Nangamba. If it's not Ngamba Island, it's Nangamba. I keep confusing that name. I've been to Kibu, I don't know, Kibu, something like that, which is connected to Ruero actually. The island that women are not allowed to step on because they can't even see it in the real sense. So maybe in the Lake Victoria and also in Kampala. I'm also planning to go to Jinja maybe this Monday, inshallah.
This Monday, inshallah. And this is your first time in Uganda, or maybe you have been here before?
Many times, like 4 times. This is my 4th time, yeah. But I didn't come as an explorer, like I was just passing, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm an award winner of the Best Creative Photographer of Africa 2022. So after you won an award, they gave me a chance to tour some few countries.
Which is which country? Which country maybe?
Yeah, I think all Southern African countries. Yeah. So I toured them. So
you go to South Africa?
Angola, I've been to Namibia, Botswana, I've been to Zimbabwe, Zambia, I've been to Malawi, Mozambique, I've been to Madagascar. Yeah.
Your passport is full.
I have my second passport actually.
You have a second passport?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really amazing. Yeah. And how was it in South Africa as a Kenyan?
Yeah. I don't know. People are friendly, you know, in South Africa. I really don't know how people from in other countries really judge South Africans, but to me, they're the nicest people, you know, but not, okay, in each and every country has their own ups and downs, you know, the pros and cons. Yeah. But they are very good people.
They're very good people.
Very good people, nice people, welcoming, you know, they really want to know about you, your background, how did you manage to reach to the southern of Africa, like, yeah, their stories, they have inspiring stories. I love South Africa, by the way. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now you are not taking photos. And how do you like manage your life, like living?
Living, currently, thanks to the Almighty Allah, this is an era of internet, you know. There are so many things you can do to make money online. Okay, I remember when I was traveling, there was a girl from London. She was my friend, and she recommended a certain application or rather website. I could just take good photos and upload there, and when someone downloads it, I get paid a certain amount of money.
That is true, for real?
Yeah, many of them, like they are made.
Okay, how much money did you make so far, like by posting photos?
So far, I think on that website, I've made a couple of dollars. Like, let me not mention the price, but something.
Wafinulie secrets wajui.
No, like to do a research. Like you can make up to 10,000. Depends with the kind of photos you take. Yeah. Sometimes they send a newsletter every month. The kind of like photos you can take and upload. Like the most popular, like what are the searchers are looking for. They give you information. So if you take good photos that can be downloaded and liked, you're gonna make a lot of money. And so
can they make it like a full-time job, like posting these photos online?
You can. I know 100 people who makes a lot of money through just taking photos, like photos.
And that's what supports you in doing those travels, or maybe like
one of them. I have a couple of hustles, you know. Yeah. And I'm also a professional videographer. Sorry, I do music videos, so I can be here. I can be doing a freelancing video for someone who is in the US. They need an editor. I receive the materials. I'll edit the video, send back. I get my payment. So the internet has made it easy. You really don't need an actual work, a 9-to-5 job to find whatever you're doing. There are so many things you can do to make a living while traveling, or rather in the comfort of your home.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this part of the video. I really appreciate for the support and love you really show me. Road to 20,000 followers. Don't forget to subscribe so be part of the family. Also, you can recommend us videos which you would like to see in our next videos. You can recommend us the videos that you have in mind that we can do on the YouTube channel. We make travel vlog videos and street interviews with foreigners in Uganda and Ugandans.